It's hike day. Gonna take you with me on a hike today. Some new construction here going on. It's really hot. You can hear the summer sounds. There is a slight breeze, so it's not horrible. And then I'll get underneath the trees in a few minutes and it won't be too awfully bad. I wanted to get out earlier, but I just had stuff to do, didn't quite make it. But this is the hike that I do. It's near my house. I don't have to get in the car and go anywhere. So I like to do this one most of the time. I've taken you on several other hikes this year. We went to Zion National Park and Bryce National Park. And I told you about Rocky Mountain National Park. Oh, let's stop here and say hello to Buddy. He's always waiting on me. Hey, Buddy. Always bring him a snack. Hi, Buddy. There's your snack, Buddy. I'll be back. Okay. We'll be out of the sun in just a second. But you can see they must be going to build a house in the neighborhood. But I've done several hikes with you. This is, like I said, the one that I do most often. But there's something new at the end of this hike. It is worth it to stay with me to the end. I promise. You'll be glad you did. Something that I had not seen until a couple of days ago. And I was in my car, had to turn around and go back to see it up close. So I'm going to take you to see it. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you wait. So it is a beautiful something, and you will be glad to see it. See, we've gotten under the trees, and when we get under the trees here, it cools off a little. And part of this walk is beside some water, so that cools it off a little bit, so it's not horrible hot under the trees. It's it's right at a little bit more than 2 miles round trip whenever I get back. So it's not too far. It's a pretty nice little exercise. I like to do this as much as I can. I'd love to do it every day, but things get in the way. I don't know why. There's a pasture on this side. You'll see in a second where you saw this before, but there's a tree in the middle of the field, and I call it the tree of life, just because it's so big and pretty, and you know it's been there for a long, long time. In that area, they've planted some pumpkins. You can see you'll be able to see the pumpkin plants. Can't see pumpkins on it yet. It's a little bit early. But they bring the kindergartners, pre-K, over to this area and take them on a little hayride, and then they get to pick a pumpkin to take home. So we're almost there. Right up here is a clearing, so you can see what I'm talking about. That's the tree of life. And there is some of the pumpkin plants right there. And they go on down here. But that tree is just a big, pretty tree. And you know the tree of life in Disney? That's what it reminds me of. Okay. So you can see pumpkins growing, or the pumpkin plants growing right in there. And they go all the way down. You can see them a little bit through the trees, right back in there. So I don't know if it's a city or county, somebody does that. As just a fun thing for kids to be able to do, and for littles. I love it. I think it's a good idea. I'll stop right over here and you can see it better. A little bit clearer. And that's cornfields in behind it. So there's a bunch of cornfields back in the back, and then at front there is the patches of pumpkins, and all right there is the tree. That's the mountain. Alright, I'm going to continue on my walk, and when I get close, I'll bring you up to speed and show you the beautiful something at the end of the walk. So we're coming up to the end of the road here, and the story is, as I was coming home the other day, I was turning onto my road. It's kind of dusky in the evening, and I saw this sight of yellow coming up from the ground. I could not figure out what it was. I couldn't tell from the distance, and I had to turn around and go back over there and see. But this is the sight I saw. You see that yellow field? Sunflowers. All that is sunflowers. This in front of us that's not in bloom yet is also sunflowers. That's going to be pretty too. I'm going to walk over there and show you up close. I have to get on the main highway for just a minute. I don't want to be videoing while I'm on the main highway. But you'll see these up close in just a second. How about that, y'all? Is that not beautiful? The owners have planted it for people in the city to come and view. They love that people want to see them. They have asked that we not pick them. But look at that sea of sunflowers. Oh my gosh. That's even prettier than it was the other day when I came back over here. When I turned around to come back and take a look. Just look. Oh wow. That's so pretty. It's just too pretty a sight not to share. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day and these beautiful sunflowers.